Well, greetings guys. I'm going to give you another tutorial on something really cool that we've been doing here as a part of our in-person events. I'm pretty excited about it. Our goal with doing both in-person and online simultaneously is to not have the students who are joining us online feel like they're missing out on anything. And so we've been trying to zoom them in from Zoom into our meetings for games and interactive times of chatting with them in person and live. And so I'm going to show you the rundown of how that whole entire process has been set up. And there's a lot of components to it, but at the basis of it, it's pretty simple. So I'm going to screen record my computer. So once you, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna go and review our videos of how our video system is set up, how everything's plugged in to our sound system, all of that stuff. That is key in order to make this happen. But what you're gonna wanna check and make sure of for the Zoom meeting on the computer that's connected to our video software is you wanna check that the audio, the speaker is going to the headphones. We have a headphone jack right there that is going to the right computer, channel 16 on our soundboard. That is going to be how we pull in audio from the Zoom meeting. And then our Scarlett interface is then our microphone, which is pulling in everything from the soundboard into the Zoom meeting. That's important. And then for video, like I've already explained, we have our Blackmagic video switcher that has all the different cameras and all the different angles. And then on number 4, we have our projector that is up there. You can see the picture up there of what's going to be on our projector. So with that, let's talk about how we can screen share games and that whole process. So we use an app called Sidekick. If you are watching this and you're another youth pastor or something like that, you're gonna wanna get this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cheap too. It's only $10 a month. There's a lot of built-in games, and so they'll give you an account just like any other thing. I'm gonna type in my password here real quick. And of course I typed it in wrong, so I'll edit this part out of the video. Yeah, so Sidekick is pretty cool. We have built out a lot of our content of this is how we were, when we were just online, how we were screen sharing. And what this does is that Sidekick creates a separate display along with its controller, and Zoom will recognize this separate display, and you can put videos and content into this display. And the cool thing about using this is that they have a lot of built-in games and things that we have used here. And so they have like kind of Family Feud style games, and so the kids have been loving that. We've been doing that on the weekends. And so let's talk about how to get that on Zoom and how this kind of works. So what you see in this little display down here is what we're going to share to Zoom, and that's what everyone on their device is going to be able to view, along with whoever is being spotlighted in the corner. And so it's pretty cool. We can run through games this way. It has, you know, pretty basic switcher of putting in. It has sound effects built in and everything like that. Built into the game, and you can edit this however you want. You can make your own, and so what we've been doing is making our own trivia, looking up trivia games related to just different things kids are into right now, thinking about going back to school time. And so once we got all that hooked up, what we're going to want to do now is on this other computer, the computer that our ProPresenter computer, we're going to want to sign into Zoom on that computer in order to display on the screen what we're sending into Zoom and all of the students that are joining us in on Zoom. So on this computer, we're going to sign into Zoom the same way you would always. You can look at other videos if you don't know how to do that, guys. I've shown it in other videos for our tech team and how we do that. And once we do that, we're gonna, basically all we're gonna do is we're gonna sign into a meeting, and it's gonna bring up on the screen what is in the meeting. And so there's some pretty key things that you're gonna wanna do. There's gonna give you some options here about joining with audio. And the very, very most important thing is that you do not join with audio, okay? Because if you do, that's gonna create a feedback loop between the audio going into the soundboard from this computer and the audio doubled on this computer. So do not connect with sound. You just simply click out of the option. It will ask you if you really don't want to connect to audio, and you will say continue. And so now you can see up there on the screen in this Zoom window here that we have our on the big screen up there our Zoom meeting. And as kids are arriving and stuff like that, we like to put this up there so that kids can say hello to their friends and wave. And we actually set up another TV with an iPad where kids can walk up and wave, and it's pretty cool. So with this, now what we're gonna do is on the computer here, we're going to, let's say we wanna play this game and we wanna bring in Mike as our contestant. So we're gonna use Sidekick to play a game. We're gonna click screen share down here, brings up this menu, and we're gonna click Sidekick's monitor, not its controller. And then we're gonna click optimize share for video clip. That will also automatically share the computer audio, and that just makes it so it's optimized here for any sort of device that people are gonna be viewing this on. It's gonna make the audio and video look a lot better. So once we share that, one thing that always happens, everyone on our tech team knows here, is that the screen is gonna end up going black and everything's gonna be shared up there. But what we wanna do is we wanna press escape so that we can have the screen back. And you're just gonna wanna, what we do is we just stretch out that the Zoom meeting on the main screen out there. And so then from this controller, we can run the game, we can spotlight a contestant, so that now up on this screen up here, the ProPresenter screen, we have Mike and the game getting all ready. And so now all we have to do to bring in the audio so that Mike can talk to us is right here on our soundboard, number 16, which is plugged in to our Zoom computer, or video computer, right? We're gonna just unmute that, and we wanna make sure that in the monitor, it's always down, because that will be feedback on itself, because it'll be sending it twice. So we want it to be not going into the stream, because they already hear the audio of each other talking in the stream. And we just wanna move this up ever so slightly. It's already pretty loud, and we wanna keep it that way. So ever so slightly. And then, since we have the audio from the board running into Zoom, Mike is able to hear me right now. Check, check. Hey Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. So now we can, on this game, play with Mike. Mike, when you do not want to go to school, what is the illness you make as an excuse?
My stomach doesn't feel well.
Your stomach doesn't feel well. All right, let's see if Mike is right. Did Mike get it? Look at that, number one answer. Good work, sir. Mike, what is another excuse that you make for when you don't want to go to school?
Having cough.
Mike, you are awesome. Cough is totally another answer that we got here. And then if you got something wrong, you can send out a big blast of, no, you got it wrong. And so there's a whole bunch of cool things here. What you can do with Sidekick in Zoom. And we're getting all this audio into the room so kids who are online feel like they're communicating. And so yeah, I hope that that gave you guys a good rundown of what it's like. Thank you, Mike, for all your help. And I hope that that gives you guys an idea of how to do this.